Hello my dear friends, before I drive off, welcome to my little corner of this big, beautiful, awesome, not so good internet. Today we are gonna go book shopping because I deserve it. It was between massage or go picking up my lay-by and picking up a few more books that came out. So I'm gonna treat myself. Let's go and see what we can find. Y'all. I'm back. I just took a shower and I was gonna record this video when I have full face of makeup and stuff like that, but I'm feeling good. I just cleaned the house. I feel like I'm always cleaning something, but that's mom life, isn't it? You're constantly cleaning something. So I cleaned the house, I put my PJs on. It's only 4 p.m. I did my work this morning. The kids' rooms are cleaned, everybody's fed, everything's fresh. So I decided to reward myself. It's really hot today. Reward myself with some glass of wine, treat to some self-care of strawberries, and completely freestyle did my skincare. And we're just going to sit down and go through all the books that I went to buy and I got. I love watching book hauls. It inspires me. And I can relate to the excitement of buying new books. So the first book we bought is Freida McFadden, of course. Of course, if this book's out on the shelf at Big W came out, you bet your butt I am going to get it. This is about an 8-month pregnant girl, and apparently she gets in a car crash and she gets picked up by these people and things happen. Apparently, yeah, it's like a miracle that they found her, but then she's not sure whether it was a mistake going with them outside of the crash scene. So I hope Freida doesn't disappoint. I know this was definitely going to be in my February wrap-up video because I love Freida books. Let me show you. So this is my Freida collection. And then the boyfriend, because it's a bigger book. These are all smaller size. So I'm going to put this one right here. And we are going to read you. Next book, I was going to go back to my little spot with my book collection, and then I realized while I'm here, let me show you my collection for the next book I got, which is Hex. This is my collection, Hooked, Scarred, Wretched, Twisted, and Crossed, and Hexed is gonna go right next to it. It is a thicker one. This is the thickest one out of them all, to be honest. So I think I'm going to have to move my Hunting out of line because it doesn't really fit in our little collection here. I think I'm going to move that out and then I'm going to stick Hexed in because I still have a few more books to collect from the Salacious Club. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I've got these. That's fine. We'll find something else to put on the smart shelf. That's fine. It's fine. We'll find something else. Let me put you back down. And let's talk about Hexed. Apparently, people say this is like Little Mermaid retelling. I hate when people say retelling to this book collection. It is not retelling. They might use words for certain, like names for certain characters outside those movies, but it has nothing to do with retelling, okay? So with this one, it is, I actually don't want to, you know me, I don't like reading the back. I want to be surprised. All I know is that I enjoy Emily McIntyre's books, and I know I'm gonna like this one. If you like fluff, if you love smut, and you love mafia or anything like that, most of it are in that zone. Probably gonna like this one. This one, I know when I'm in the mood for that, I'm gonna go for Hexed. Don't know if I'll read it in February though, because I'm not really in a smutty mood, but we will see. Next one I got, I am super excited about this one. Where Did You Go? And this is book 3. Book 3, you guys. And can I just say, I am loving the purple and the blue blend. This is my most favorite color out of all 3 books. I love the butterflies. I love the detailing. And I hope butterfly represents something. There's a little stone here. Oh, a potion here as well. And I love when I opened the book and I browsed through it, there was, look how pretty that is. And I love that color. And I looked at it and I'm like, that would be so cool in my daughter's room. Like lavender with white butterfly accents. How beautiful is that? So the first book was How Does It Feel? It was like green, sagey kind of color. What Did You Do was like, I think like orangey, yellowish kind of color. And then this one by far the most beautiful. It is smaller though, so it's not as thick. How many pages is it? Yeah, 330. So 330 pages compared to the other ones. And the way book 2 finished, book 1, it was okay. I was like, my friend's like, well, you're gonna like, it was okay. Book 2, towards the end, it captured me. And I was like, I cannot wait for book 3. When does book 3 come out? And I didn't realize that it was coming out in January. It's out. So I grabbed the last one and I am super excited about it. I'm gonna read this today. I'm actually, I am in the middle of this book. So The Song of the Marked. To know if anybody read that. So I'm about halfway through. Super easy read. But then I'm like, I think I'm gonna put that down because today nobody's yelling. The house is peaceful and quiet, and I actually want to dive back and see what happens to our character in this book. Kelly and Mendex, hey? I'm excited. I'm gonna read this today for sure. Or can I just say what? They're kind of similar. The pink, the blue, and the purples are vibing. Okay. Next book, Promises and Pomegranates. The cover is really cool. It's pomegranates and flowers around it, and it's Monsters and Muses, book 1. All I saw at the back that it's something about mafia. And some judgment is imperial complicated free. I don't know, boss's 20-year-old daughter. I just read the first little bit and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. And I had a look on reviews. The reviews are really good. I love the font. It is quite thick, but I don't have any mafia romances. Surprisingly, I don't have any smut or romances or fantasies with mafia. Actually, you can say hooked, sort of like mafia, but you know, not like immersed in mafia world. So I'm gonna give this a go. Again, I have no idea what this book is about. Does it help? Does it help if I tell you what the book is about? I know sometimes I look at certain book reviews to kind of get an idea what it's about, but sometimes I don't want to know. But because I haven't read it, I don't want to know. So I'm not going to say. I'll talk about what the book is about when I read it. That will be when my fear. Yeah. But yeah, look at this font. I think it's going to be like super easy to read. Can you see that? Yeah, cute. One of the other reasons why I've decided to also buy this book, because I think there was book 4 or book 3. I don't know what's coming soon. I don't know. But usually what I find is in Big W, if I don't get this book straight away and there's more books coming, if I miss out, they're not coming back. And it's super annoying because then they're way more expensive if you buy it online. So I'm going to give this a go. And if I like it, I'll keep going with the series. That's what I'm trying to do this year. Only get book 2 if you enjoyed book 1. But then again, sometimes that's unfair because, you know, like I didn't like book 1 that much from this series. And yet I'm excited to read book 3. So, you know, it's hard. Okay. Next set of books. I bought all 3 because I'm actually been eyeing The Soul Thief for a while, not realizing that's actually book 2. So when I picked it up and read the back, I was like, realize it's book 2, and then realized that there's book 1 and book 3 was right next to it. So I decided to get all 3 because I think I'm going to enjoy this one. So this, I just read a little bit from the back. And this is about this chick who is an assassin. And apparently this other Fae dude comes and needs her help to defeat this king. So the storyline looks pretty much typical to other Fae storylines. So I'm like, but then I'm like, you know what? Maybe there's something different. And I mean, I love Fae fantasy, so why not? So I decided to get all 3 books because if I love the story, I want to get into it. I want to smash it out. Again, the font is cool. I like the font. The books getting thicker and thicker as they grow in volumes. They grow in sizes. They're leveling it up. And I really like the colors. Can we check out these colors? This is really beautiful. And this one's pretty cool as well. There's something about the blue. Lately, I'm just really vibing with the blue. And have you seen how many books are coming out purple lately? What's up with the purple books though? So we got this one. I think, oh my God, I just almost dropped it on my wine. So I think I might, if I do decide to read all 3 books in a row, maybe we'll do a little vlog. What do you think? Would you like to do a vlog with me? Maybe. Can you hear the music? Ooh, ooh. Next book, The Light That Blinds Us. I bought this purely of the support from Andy. I found Andy on Instagram through his hilarious reels about like bookish reels. And I was like, that is so cute. And then he was posting like he's writing a book, and then I totally forgot about it. I totally forgot this book release. I haven't been on Bookstagram for a little while, and then I saw this, walk past, and I'm like, this looks so familiar. And then a couple of months later, I come back, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I've seen one of the other booktubers talking about it, as she mentioned that she saw him on Instagram promoting his book. And I was like, wait, that's Andy, that's the guy. And so I bought this to support him because he seems funny. And his books are super, book reels are super relatable. I'm just flicking through this and I just saw a picture. Hold up. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Look at that. Hey, I love books with pictures. Ooh, I think there's another one. Hold on. Wow, check this out. What a cool artwork. Those authors out there, can you guys add a little bit more artwork to your stories, please? I love books with, ooh, wait, there's another one. Ooh, dark and mysterious. Okay, so we're gonna read this too. I'm not sure if there's a continuation or if it's a standalone. I think it's a standalone. 4 friends, 4 powers, 1 epic destiny. Toon, toon, toon. When consumed by shadow, even the faintest light can be blinding. Ooh, I like that. That's true. That's true. Even in your darkness, the little smirk of light can be the brightest. Anyways, ignore that. Don't worry about that. Next one, we got Apples Dipped in Gold. I had no interest in this book whatsoever. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you something. I had no interest in this book. Then I had no interest in this book until I read, let me introduce you to Scarlett St. Clair. If those of you who haven't read that book, you need to get on the train. This is awesome. The character, the girl, pisses me off so much. She is so, oh my God, but what about me? And you don't love me? And I was like, oh, I was talking to my friend. I'm like, she's pissing me off. And my friend's like, it's okay. Just hold on. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I promise you it gets better. And it did. And it did. And I loved it. I love Scarlett St. Clair's writing. She's a really great author. I'm following her on Instagram. She's very passionate about her writing. I love that she takes breaks, like her little mental health breaks when things get too much, just because she wants to give us the best content. And you know what? I would rather wait another month or 2 months or 3 months for her book to come out, knowing that she's going to give her best, than giving us a half-assed story. Because this guy, once I read, well, actually, you know what? Go in there. You deserve it. You haven't read you, but you can go in. Go in. Go in. There you go. Look at that. And you know what I'm going to do after? When I finish this book, Son of the Marked, completely different author, totally off topic, but look how similar for Stasia Stark. Look at that. How similar others' books, and the same publishers too. So I'm gonna move these guys to a different spot and actually fill up the shelves. Anyways, that's a different story. We're not here for that. We're not talking about that, are we? We're not. Totally off topic. But next I've got Leather and Lark. I haven't even read Butcher and Blackbird yet. I started, and then I was like, I'm not in the mood for love story fantasy, even though it's not like sweet or whatever, but I was like, not really in the mood for it. So I haven't read it, but we do have book 2 just in case. I've heard a lot of people, it's like serial killer romance, and I love watching serial killer movies and documentaries, and you know, like I don't know, Criminal Minds and all that. I don't know, it's just really cool. So a lot of people said Butcher and Blackbird was way better than this, but you know, sometimes you gotta open up your mind a little bit. Not everybody's love story is as, you know, so you gotta give the other people a chance as well. Might be a little bit vanilla, but you know, not everything has to be sparks and fireworks, does it? Don't know. Maybe I would like these people better than, maybe I should read about these first and then the other ones. I don't know. Okay, and then the next one, Faint Hearted. This is book 2 from Cold Hearted. I read Cold Hearted and it was okay, but that's because I read like 5 fantasy books in a row, like non-stop. Like I put the book down, picked the other one up, and they all felt very familiar, like similar, not familiar, similar. It just felt very repetitive. So this was the last one. This book is tiny. Look how small it is. It is tiny. 300 pages for a fantasy book, and I was reading for like a week. It took me forever to read that book because I just lost interest, but I pushed myself to finish it, and I did. Looking back, it's not a bad story. And this one is apparently a full princess, Arabella now, so I think there's different courts with different seasons. Yeah, so we're gonna read this when I'm in the mood for it. I might do a little just recap of the first book, and at the back it says that book 3 is coming in April this year, and then book 4 is coming in October. So if anything, I might just wait for all of them to come out, and then I can just smash through them at the same time, so I don't have to forget about the story and the timeline. It'll be easier to remember because I'm a mom. And sometimes I forget things. And the last book. This is a novella. This is book 3, we can say. So the first 2 books, where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? Are you not here? No. Oh, there they are. Hold on, they're here. It's okay. It's okay. They're right here. They're right here. So the first one, The Serpent and the Wings of Night. The second one, The Ashes and the Starcursed King. Look how thick. And then you've got this guy. The third one is somewhat, it's a little bit smaller than the first book, okay? This is about characters outside of this two. And I know who the character is. And I'm actually super excited to read about them because I'm kind of over the other couple. I'm like, okay, you had your little spotlight. Let's move on to the next part. There's also Six Scorched Roses. I had no idea that that was connected to this world, that it was to this novel. So when I went to buy it, I was going to buy it as well. And they were all sold out. Big W and came out. So I was super bummed out. But I'm like, you know what? That's okay. It will come back. It's okay. So this is on my list to read after this one. I'm going to read this. Then I'm going to read my Frida. And then I'm going to read this. This is a vampire fantasy romance. I talked about the other two in my January wrap-up, I think. Did I read in January? I think so. And that's my first, well, kind of, because then we have the other one, vampire. Oh my God! The King of Battle and Blood. Okay. Against Scarlett St. Clair. Girl, I got you. I got this one. Oh God, where did you go? And then I got the second one. I'm waiting for the third one. We need the third book ASAP. I think it's coming either January next year, 2026, or sometime in 2025. All I know is when I finished book 2 and I saw when the third book is coming out, I was like, no! I just could not wait. Could not wait for that long. So Scarlett St. Clair is the same girl that I bought the Apples Dipped in Gold book. Okay. I just love her books. So besides that one, Vampire, and this world, I've never read any other vampire books. So this is great beginner because I do not like vampires. I do not like them biting and I do not like it. It grosses me out. But I enjoy this story. I got through the first book and I was like, hey, I bought the second one, might as well keep going. And I kept going and it wasn't so bad. There wasn't that much gross stuff in it, but I like the storyline. So we're going to try and focus February reads for this, and Frida. I already put her away in her pile with her other Frida friends. I don't want to get up. So it is what it is. We've changed locations because I want to get a little bit more comfortable to finish off this vlog. Thank you for joining me again in this little Kiki corner of the internet. And if you read any of those books and if you highly recommend them, can you guys let me know? Why did you like it? Because I love talking about books. I don't really have many people to talk to about books. And if you did enjoy any of them and you think that there's another book that's like even better or anything like that, let me know. But otherwise, go relax, sit down, you enjoy it. It was a chaotic, what? It was a crazy busy week. Chaotic. Why am I speaking like that? Chaotic week. Listen, English is my second language. Give me a break. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy my little wine here. I'm going to read my lovely book. I'm going to switch off. And good night. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.